G'day, welcome to another big edition of the Ballarat Football Netball League Footy Show. All thanks to our friends at McDonald's. My name's Yeendy. I'm joined by Shane Anwyl. Mate, we're really gunning for a big round of footy. We've got Indigenous round this weekend. Great to see so many clubs buy into the concept and doing a lot of great things.
Yeah, it is. It's one that we quite happily celebrate every year. The Indigenous football round with the players and clubs really get behind it. We also must thank the City of Ballarat. Do a lot of work as well. They'll paint the centre circles for us for the grounds in Ballarat, which is always popular and looks really good on the day. So we've got to thank all our clubs for really embracing the Indigenous round that we have and all the efforts they put into that as well.
I must say, one of the there's a lot of exciting things happening. But for me, being an Essendon supporter, one of the big things that stands to mind is that Kevin Sheedy will be heading out to the Panthers Den on the weekend for Melton South and Bacchus Marsh, and he'll be doing a nice little chat with all the sponsors, led by Heath Pritchard from the AFL Goldfields Commission. He'll be down there, and Sheeds will have the opportunity. He'll be talking about the Indigenous round, and not just on a local scale, but a big scale, which I know will be pretty exciting for all those that get down there as well. I know there's a lot of other clubs doing some great things as well.
Yeah, and you might even get down to Melton South versus Lakers too.
Yeah, exactly. What did I say, mate?
Melton South versus Bacchus Marsh.
Oh, well, that was another game.
That's right.
I was thinking about going to that game a few weeks ago, but anyway, yeah, Melton South and Lakers will be a corker of a game, and that's the one we'll talk up first. Bit of mixed fortunes for both sides, and I guess the multi-million-dollar question is: will Brendan Favola return?
Well, that's the question that's going around everywhere at the moment, isn't it? He was named in the reserves last week, of course, and didn't play, so it'll be interesting to see where he's named this week and where he might turn up.
Now, if he does play, a South a chance against Lakers?
I think so. I think South were a chance anyway against Lakers. Just going on recent forms, South have been stiff in a couple of games recently. They were so close against Bacchus Marsh there a couple of weeks ago, and just didn't quite go on with it to finish off the game. So when they put it on, they're a good chance. Lake Wendouree are having a bit of a struggle at the moment, so this is a 50-50 game almost, I would say. But I think I'm going to tip Melton South down there at home.
Yeah, I'll join you on that one there. I think if South lose, that's it. The finals are slipping away, and we'll start to see that gap open up around the sort of 6th to 5th position, which will make it very hard for them to come in. Bacchus Marsh and Ballarat, Cobras have acted their best. They played some spellbinding footy on the weekend, and they're looking fantastic, and Ballarat's still trying to get some confidence up.
Yeah, that's right, and it's a bit unfortunate for Ballarat to come up against Bacchus Marsh this week. As you said, they've really hit some good form. We spoke earlier in the week that Ballarat need to find some goals to kick. They've kicked, I think, 24 behinds in the last 2 rounds. So they need to kick goals to win, but they're not going to kick enough to beat a very strong Bacchus Marsh at this stage. Yeah,
Bacchus Marsh have been very, very good at home as well over the past few years. Match it around on paper. North Ballarat City taking on the Sunbury Lions.
Yeah, that's right. North Ballarat playing on Mars Stadium again for the second week in a row, which they love to do, and they're really happy to get those limited opportunities that they do. Both clubs will be wearing Indigenous jumpers for this weekend, so we spoke earlier about clubs supporting the Indigenous round, and well done to both those clubs with some fantastic designs that they'll have on display on the day. North Ballarat, they're sort of going about their business almost at the moment. They're sitting up there 3rd position, Sunbury on top, of course, but I'm going to pick North Ballarat in this one. I think it's going to be a really close game, but I think North will get over the line. Yeah,
certainly great contest here between two quality sides. North Ballarat City almost tried to make amends of what happened last year in the final series, finishing in 6th and then going out almost pretty comfortably there to the hands of Darley. So they've come back this year. Shane Scontra has been a fantastic asset to the club, and that's one of the things I love about what the club's done this year is that they appointed their coach basically a few days after the grand final, and they've gone through really hard at Sunbury Lions. They had to buy last week, but they're full of confidence. I know Ben Jordan is a fantastic coach, and he would have been out watching some games and trying to get a bit of intel on how some of the other clubs are going, so it's great.
Yeah, no, couldn't agree more with what you said.
Yep, and I'll pick the Lions to win that one. Redan and Melton, this is going to be an interesting contest. Redan are yet to win a game. Melton back on the winners list, looking good. I just think I've got a gut feeling that Redan might actually win this.
Yeah, okay. I we'll go the other way. I'll tip Melton on that. You threw me out a bit there. It is going to be a close game, as you said. Redan desperately need a win, and they've struggled the past few weeks. They've been in games, but they just haven't gone on with it. Particularly one a couple of weeks ago against East. They were there sort of till 3/4 time, and then East just went away with it. Melton, they've been a bit up and down. They've only there's only, what are we, round 6, so there's not a lot to look into, but I'm going to tip Melton to win this one.
Yeah, but I'm on the Redan bandwagon. And the final game, Sabassa v Darley. Darley having a big win on the weekend. They're in some great form. Sabassa got their first win. They could be playing almost anyone else, and they might go in a little bit more confidence, but they're playing a team that is certainly back to its best. Yeah,
you're right. You spoke about confidence there, and Sabassa are going to have that after their good win last week, after having a couple of weeks off, and it's worked for them to come back with that win last week. Against Darley, though, it's a tough ask to beat them there. We know how good and classy Darley are. I think that as good as Sabassa have improved, and we'll give it a good go, I think Darley will get over the line.
And if you're heading down to the ground, make sure you listen to the game live and exclusive on 97.9 FM. And of course, the other radio game, we've got Bacchus Marsh and Ballarat live on 98.5 FM. So 2 radio stations doing a magnificent job. Just like you've done so yourself there, Shano. All thanks to McDonald's. That's been the Ballarat Football Netball League preview show. Shane, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you soon.
Thanks again.